This clip is from the Boundary Riders podcast, and if you do enjoy this, then make sure to check out the full episode out every single Wednesday morning on YouTube and Spotify. I don't know if you've been following this, but AI versus the AFL or Sam Mitchell in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's interesting.
A lot of people online probably been very negative against Sam Mitchell's comments regarding him using AI for, issue with stuff with coaching and stuff, while a lot of people in the media are saying that he's like a genius for using it. I don't know if you've been following much online or how much AI has taken over in the past 6 to 12 months. Have you followed much about it?
Not really.
So AI has taken over a lot of stuff in the last 6 to 12 months with online stuff. You're looking at content creation, information online being taken over by a lot of misinformation used by AI. But then there has been positives with it as well, like the tools that you can use in certain jobs like data collection and I think in the medical field as well. A lot of it is very positive. But I personally think that Sam Mitchell's comments about AI, I didn't really like for some aspects of it. I think that the way that the people are saying that he's using it as a tool to gather a lot of statistics together and then spit out information regarding opposition teams and what would help him, I think that's great. The problem I have with Sam Mitchell and AI is the fact that he's using it to help him with conversations with players in his team. Like, bro, you're the coach. You shouldn't need to have a prompt from ChatGPT how to talk to your players and how to have a conversation with them. That's where I draw the line. I'm like, AI, I think, is very good for things like, collecting all these sorts of data, like all these statistics around the league, and then spitting out a bunch of information about like who the best teams are and the best attacking teams in the game, the best defensive teams in the game. Being able to combine that all into one program and then be able to spit out a bunch of information that is helpful, I think that's great. But to be able to be asking prompts to ChatGPT about how to talk to people, I think you're a coach. You should know how to talk to your players. You shouldn't need prompts from ChatGPT on how to talk to your players properly. Now, some people are like Kane Corns are saying he's an absolute genius for using for using AI, and if people aren't using it, then they're way behind.
Yeah,
I don't really know if that's the case. I think I think most clubs would be stupid to not use AI for things like collecting data and information on that sort of thing. But if you need an AI ChatGPT generator, whatever, to talk to your players, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be the coach. If you need that to talk to your players, you shouldn't have the job. A part of coaching in my eyes would be how to interact with the players, how to get the best out of your players, and how to talk to your players, especially nowadays. I think that's especially because it's a different generation. Talking to we don't, even though we saw the viral clip on the week about Adam Kingsley absolutely ripping paint off the walls in the Giants dressing room, which was probably warranted, by the way. They were playing dismally against the Swans in that game, and they got a response that they needed. But overall, you can't talk to the players like that anymore because it doesn't generate a response. It's more you get a negative response of shutting down.
Yeah.
So I personally think that AI, a lot of it is just not needed, and a lot of it is taking over things that just shouldn't be taking over for. Like, there's so many things now that AI is taken over for that just shouldn't be a thing that it's taking jobs from. Like, a lot of content online now is just just AI generated. I don't know if you've seen videos on Facebook or Instagram or whatever of cats and dogs cuddling each other, which look really weird, or those random videos of did you see that one of Nick Dacos doing a dance or something that looked really fucking weird? That was all AI. But all that sort of content is taking over the internet. So that sort of stuff I don't really like. But things like the data collection and that would be very helpful for clubs. I think it's very good. Yeah. And you would be stupid not to use it. But to not be able to interact with your players without ChatGPT in your back pocket, talking to them and how to ask questions, I think that's a bit exposing yourself to say, maybe you should be working on that as a coach.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was a very interesting topic that came out throughout the week. I think a lot of people have overblown it to say that if he's using it, you should have an assistant coach do that for you, gather the data rather than having have a AI program do it for you. And it's the assistant coach would probably most likely just do the same thing. Yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, if the coach asked me, gather all this information and give us the best information we need for who are the best teams in the competition to move the ball from defensive 50 to forward 50, I'm sure there would be the easiest way would be to gather all the information that you have, put it into a program that can spit out the most straightforward information in one go and send it and give me the prompts of what I need to know. That'd be a lot more helpful when it's with stats collection rather than a assistant coach going through a bunch of tables together, recording that all the way down. All that information would take him half a day when it could take him 10 minutes through an AI prompt. But if you're having to have conversations with your players and you can't have that conversation without you're looking at your phone, at an AI generator to have a conversation with you. That's where I think that you should be drawing the line. That's where clubs should be like, your job is to be the coach of this club. ChatGPT is not the coach. You got to do your job too.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I know you didn't really have a lot of information regarding AI and that sort of stuff, but I thought it was quite an interesting topic that was covered over the week. And I think that overall, it is a good tool to use, but I don't think it should be taking over the job of a whole coach.